Hello again. You made it to the end. Congrats. I do hope that you found this video series to be useful. So let's get into the last moment of it, the promotion playbook. In the corporate world, seats at the table aren't given, they're claimed. Most high-achieving women are still waiting to be noticed, hoping that their hard work will eventually earn them a promotion. But here's the hot poker moment. If you're still waiting for somebody to give you a promotion based on the work that you've done, you're still stuck in that gold star delusion and Cinderella syndrome. Male leaders don't wait for somebody to recognize them. They build a business case that makes their advancement inevitable. Even if you know it's all bullshit, they're out there talking about it. We've done the heavy lifting, but let's do a quick series recap. We've taken 5 major steps to get here, and you should be incredibly proud of the work that you've done. You did the red zone audit and stopped being the mom office emotional secretary. You created that succession plan so you aren't too indispensable to move up the ladder. You've mapped your value to pay gap so you know exactly what it is that you're worth and what to ask for in a promotion. And in our last video, we started to notice the inner critic that's keeping you safe but stuck. You've been shifting from being the expert in the weeds to the architect of strategy. All of that awareness doesn't mean a damn thing if you don't have a plan to pitch for the promotion. Plus, every day you wait to claim your seat is another day you're letting the company waste your strategic genius on lower level tasks and keeping your financial goals on hold. Now it's time to communicate that value to the people holding the pen. Point number 1. The first page of your playbook is your data. Remember that red audit? If you haven't downloaded it, do it now. You cannot walk into a promotion discussion with feelings. You need facts, data, and the research you've done to prove out your request. Let's talk about the actual discussion, because this is where most women lose the game before it even starts. See, most of you are still walking into the boss's office, acting like a good student, waiting for that gold star. You list your hours, you talk about how hard you work, and you wait for them to realize how good you are. Stop. That's the good girl conditioning, and it's killing your career. The boss doesn't care how hard you work. Everybody's working hard. They care about the bottom line. So when you walk into that room, you aren't there to ask for a reward. You're there to present a business case. I want you to frame your promotion as a risk mitigation strategy. You aren't just getting that new title, you're solving a high-level business problem that only you can handle. If they don't put you in that seat, the company's at risk of losing speed, losing revenue, or losing you. You aren't asking for a favor, you're stating a strategic fact. Your promotion isn't a thank you for your past work, it's an investment in your contribution and the company's future. Point number 2. Now let's get into the actual ask. This is the core of the promotion playbook. When you sit down to state your case, I want you to remove the word deserve. Get it out of your vocabulary. Deserving is for children waiting for a participation trophy. In the corporate world, no one cares what you deserve. They only care about what you can deliver. Instead of saying, I've been doing X, Y, and Z, I think I've earned a title change, you're going to say something like this. Based on my audit, I've identified $200,000 in operational waste that I can eliminate by moving into that VP role. Right now, my time is being eaten up by lower level administrative tasks. By promoting me, the company is reallocating its most strategic asset to solve a higher level business problem, saving the company hundreds of thousands of dollars and retaining top talent. Do you hear the difference? You're making a smart, well-researched, and fact-based case for why you deserve the promotion. You aren't asking for a reward for past behavior. You're proposing a strategic reallocation of resources, i.e. you. You're showing them that keeping you in your current role is actually a financial risk for the company. You aren't asking for a favor, you're presenting a solution. Point number 3. Now, we have to talk about the part they never taught us in the Good Girl Handbook, the negotiation. Most of us have been conditioned to feel lucky just to have a seat at the table. You've been told that you should be grateful for the offer. Listen to me. Gratitude is a beautiful thing in your personal life, but in a negotiation, it's a trap. It's a tactic used to make you feel like asking for more is somehow unprofessional or greedy. Now, you've done the research on the salary. Remember the value pay gap? So you should have those numbers in your head. When they come back to you with an offer, whether it's a title change or a salary bump or both, your nervous system is going to scream at you to say, thank you, just make that awkwardness go away. But I want you to do the hardest thing in the world. Stay silent. When they give you that number, I want you to look them in the eye, nod slowly, pretend you have duct tape over your mouth, and count to 10 in your head. Do not fill the air with thank yous or that sounds great. Just let the silence fill the room. 9 times out of 10, the person across from you will get uncomfortable and start talking to fill the void. And that's usually when the real offer, the one they were holding back, comes out. Remember, they're also trying to save money. But if they don't blink, you simply say, I appreciate the offer. However, based on the market data and the $200,000 in value I'm bringing to this new role, I was expecting X. How can we bridge that gap? Then you stop talking again. Negotiation is game of chicken, and the person who speaks first usually loses. You are not being difficult. You're being a business person. You are teaching them how to value you by how you value yourself. If they say this is the best that they can do, you simply say, I'm going to have to think about this and get back to you. Do you have any other information to share with me? And if they don't, it's okay. Say thank you, get up and leave the room. They've offered you the promotion and the raise, and they aren't going to take it away from you in the next 24 to 48 hours while you think about it. And if they do, I want you to seriously consider looking for another job somewhere else, because then they have you right where they want you. You've just confirmed for them that you don't believe in your self-worth, and neither do they. Now, I want to prepare you for something else, the no. Or even more frustrating, not right now. Most high-achieving women hear a no and take it as a personal rejection. They go back to their desks, they get quiet, and they start feeling defeated, and resentment starts to build. That is the good girl behavior. In the corporate world, negotiation is a conversation, not a verdict. If you get a not now, you don't retreat. You pivot. You stay in the game. You look your manager in the eye and say, I understand that the timing or the budget isn't there today. So what are the 3 specific metrics I need to hit in the next 90 days to turn this into a yes? Do you see what you just did? You didn't accept a dead end. You built a roadmap. You just forced them to give you the exact criteria for your own promotion. A no or a not now today isn't a closed door. It's just the first draft of your final contract. Don't let a temporary no stop a permanent leader. You stay in the room, keep the data on the table, and make them tell you exactly what a yes looks like. And point 4, here's the final piece of that playbook that most people miss. You cannot lead in a vacuum. If you get that promotion and you keep playing the token woman game where you're the only one at the table and you're protecting your seat, you will burn out. True upward mobility isn't just about you. It's about the united front of women. We win when we stop competing for the one seat the men gave us and build our own table. When you lift other women up, you aren't giving away your power. That's bullshit. You're multiplying your influence. A leader just doesn't claim her seat. She makes sure there's a chair waiting for the woman right next to her. That's how we change the system. Now, I know we've covered a lot in these last 6 videos, but executing this in the heat of a corporate office is a different game. If you're ready to stop processing this information and start implementing an action plan that actually gets you the title and the pay you deserve, let's talk. I'm opening up a few spots for my one-on-one strategy gap calls. And this is where we take that audit and we map out your specific exit strategy from the red zone. These calls are also the primary way I'm selecting women for my upcoming mastermind group. I'm building a curated community of high-achieving women who are tired of leading in isolation and are ready to support and guide each other to the next level, the next chapter, and beyond. Building that unified front I just talked about, where we have each other's backs and learn to trust our own voices. Click the link in the description to book that spot. That gold star isn't coming. So let's see if we're a good fit and we can go get that seat together. Now, before you go, I want to say thank you. Thank you for spending this time with me. I know this journey isn't easy. You are unlearning decades of good girl conditioning and school system rules and patriarchy, all while navigating a corporate system, again, that wasn't built for you. It's exhausting. And I want you to know that you're not doing this alone. You've spent your whole entire career caring for everybody else's needs and businesses. You've been the safety net, the mediator, the reliable one for everybody but yourself. But you've reached the top of that ladder and realized it was leaning against the wrong wall. I'm going to keep showing up here for you. We're going to go much deeper into topics like managing the invisible mental load, the art of managing up as a woman, and how to heal the burnout that comes from carrying it all. But I want to hear from you. What's that one hurdle that you're facing right now that feels impossible to jump? Drop a comment below and let me know what topics you want me to cover next. I'm building this channel and this community for you. You have the tools now, you have the audit, you have the business case, and you have the playbook. Now you have a choice. You can stay in the red zone and keep wondering why you're exhausted, or you can step into that green zone and start leading the life you actually want. I'm Stacie Speaker, and I am ready when you are. I'll see you in the next video and hopefully on a call.